usually doctors say that postpartum lasts for 2 years. But for a new mother who's starting her journey today, those 2 years look very long.
Whenever you feel कि it is too much for me and I really can't think about 2 years, ये तो मेरे से 2 दिन नहीं कटेंगे. This too shall pass. If it is a very beautiful moment in these 2 years, this too shall pass. So please live it to the fullest.
हमारे ज़माने में often grandmothers in the house come on to say ऐसा करो वैसा करो, क्योंकि हमारे ज़माने में ऐसा होता था. And I know for a fact that doctors advise you exactly the opposite, to say कि नहीं, ये नहीं करना है बच्चे के साथ.
Yes, even today in a lot of households, some things are challenged. Some things need to be told time and again कि ऐसे नहीं करो, don't do this. But I guess slow and steady we are able to make this change. Now it is not only the sick kids who come to our OPDs, but well babies also, and we have well baby clinics and sick babies. But I think it is high time that you don't keep on narrating your own experiences.
When it comes to the consumption of salt and sugar and how it should be given to the child, what has changed? What does research say now?
Your baby can do very well without added salt and sugar to their diet.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Booked. I'm Suesha Sawant, and today I have with me Dr. Madhvi Bhardwaj, who you famously know as Bachcho Ki Doctor. That is exactly the title of her new book, Bachcho Ki Doctor, where she shares simple hacks and tips for new mothers with new mothers to be able to navigate through this initial journey. Dr. Madhvi, thank you so much for joining us and speaking to India today.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
And the one compliment I want to give you as I was reading this book, that it is so simply told, easy to understand, adaptable for new mothers who are already so overwhelmed in this period. And that is why I want to begin by asking you that, when there's a new member in the family, the whole concentration is on the child, and the family itself sometimes fails to see how much the new mother is going through. Like, this is an equally new journey for her. She's overwhelmed mentally, emotionally, physically, hormonally, and yet there is so much that she has to do. What is your message to new mothers through this book?
So, I always tell new mothers that, when you are pregnant, you are riding a high tide. You will feel all the happy moments and bad moments multifolds. But once the baby is out and you lose those estrogen, progesterone, the pregnancy wala hormones, you feel a crash. And the thing is, it is very natural to be, for the family members to be very happy about the newborn and, new member in the house and everything. But for the mother, the message is this too shall pass. It is a difficult time, but it will, move on and things will get better. And for family members, the book is not written only for a new mother, but for the husband or the new father and the supportive members of the family, because they also need to understand whatever the mother is, going through has to be supported by you. Akele mother to won't be able to survive this journey. So yes, it's they say it rightly. It takes a village to raise a child, and it's not just the child they're raising. They're raising both the new mom and the baby. So this too shall pass. Don't worry.
That is a very important point that you make, and exactly why I also liked you address that point in your book. हमारे ज़माने में, often grandmothers in the house come on to say ऐसा करो वैसा करो, क्योंकि हमारे ज़माने में ऐसा होता था. And I know for a fact that doctors advise you exactly the opposite, to say कि नहीं, ये नहीं करना है बच्चे के साथ. And some mothers are really in that fix, and not every mother, sometimes finds it possible to speak up at that time, to say that, no, I will take the call that the doctor advises me, or I will take my call as a mother.
True. So, Hamare Zamane Mein is one of my favorite chapters. See, I've seen so many mothers going through a lot of turbulence. There was a time when, raising a child was all about what elders tell you to do. It was not a doctor's domain. Only when the baby would fall sick or is not keeping well, pneumonia ho gaya, kuch ho gaya, then they would seek out doctors. So only treatment was doctor's domain. Rest of it, the parenting and other things were household or bade jaise bol rahe hain, वैसा चलता है. But in today's date and time, we are so updated with our knowledge, scientific basis, evidence, and we've learned from our mistakes, right? There was a time when maternal mortality rate was so high, infant mortality rate was so high, but we've made changes according to the developing science and times, and we have adapted ourselves. So we've brought down both these, mortality rates, and we've made life simpler. But yes, even today, in a lot of households, some things are challenged, some things need to be told time and again कि ऐसे नहीं करो, don't do this. But I guess slow and steady we are able to make this change. Now it is not only the sick kids who come to our OPDs, but well babies also, and we have well baby clinics and sick babies. But I think it is high time that you don't keep on narrating your own experiences. See, experience which comes with a positive note, or you are ready to change yourself, something you also suffered. My mother-in-law would say, this was one thing I literally hated about my postpartum period. I would not let this happen to my daughter or daughter-in-law. That is the positive change that we are looking forward to. It shouldn't be हमने ऐसे किया है तो आप भी ऐसे ही झेलो, हम भी परेशान हुए थे आप भी परेशान हो, वो नहीं होना चाहिए. I think so. I think good, a lot of mothers are speaking up. So for those who are not speaking up, I am there to speak on their behalf and trying to bring this change. Yes.
You know, the other thing that is said हमारे ज़माने में also relates to breastfeeding. Now, of course, you've shared a lot of tips in the book regarding breastfeeding, but new mothers are under a lot of pressure, especially if they are exclusively feeding, to say, are you lactating enough? Should you be giving formula? How can a mother deal with that?
So, one thing which everybody needs to understand, not just the new mother, but people around her, breastfeeding is all a mental game. If you keep on questioning a new mother's feed, milk output, or if you keep on asking her, ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai, question mark, putting doubts in her head is going to give a lot of stress to this new mom. Stress means stress hormones in body, and this stress hormone is, क्या बोलेंगे ना, enemy of milk production. It will just not let milk flow or be produced in this mother. So breast is only the producer or the factory, but all the signals would come from here, from the head. It's a mental game. The more positive or encouraging you are towards a new mother, and how positive or supportive your environment is towards breastfeeding, वो mother would be able to successfully breastfeed her child for what, 6 महीने क्या 2 साल भी. But if you are continuously doubting her, continuously putting pressure to give formula or anything else, breastfeeding is not going to happen. So what you are trying to do by this questioning, do you really want this mother to breastfeed your child? Then stop questioning her and start supporting her. If you don't want this mother to breastfeed, then you can do whatever you want to do. So book tells you a lot of problems which we might see as not enough milk, but it is not exactly not enough milk. It is your child's colic, probably witching hour, probably some other reason why your milk appears to be less, but it is not so. So we need, and this is not just one mother's story. Whenever I make, like when I started making these videos on social media, they all resonated so well with new mothers, because not just one, not two, but thousands of mothers were going through the same thing. Ha, we also thought we don't have milk. Oh my god, why didn't you tell this before? I literally switched to formula because of this one misunderstanding. So there are so many myths or so many ill understood cues from your baby or from your body which are not low milk output, like 3-month-old mother doubting herself, feeling, now I don't feel that heaviness in my breast, now my breasts don't leak like they were a month before, probably I don't have enough milk. No, it is not so. Around 3 months, your baby and your body has reached a balance. The body will make that much amount of milk only which the baby needs, and that is why you do not feel heaviness. There is no how do you say, imbalance between the need and produce. So I think everybody needs to know सब कुछ, या बच्चे का हर रोना is not भूखा. ठीक है, they say he's getting up multiple times in the night, he must be hungry. Doesn't work like that. You start giving formula, then also they're waking up so many times in the night. You start giving them halwa in the night, still they're waking up so many times in the night. There's something called sleep science, there's something called sleep development, which you need to update yourself with, otherwise you'll keep on falling for these myths. So overall, the book is actually a continuum from day zero of life, or Like, I really want new mothers who or parents who are expecting a child to go through this book, because it's a continuum. Day zero se lekar 2.5 to 3 years, sleep moves in a continuum. It is a developmental, thing. One thing rolls into another. Starting solids, whatever they eat at 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 15 months is different. Teething goes on from fourth month to 2 years. So all these things, move on from day zero till 2.5 years. And you need to know, if you miss out one piece of the puzzle, you'll not able to get the rest of it. So that is why I feel, it is not just 6 mahine ka bacha, not just 9 months ka bacha. It is for a parent who wants to update themselves with what exactly is going on with me or with my child, so that you can take better informed decisions.
And since you talk about sleep cycle, the lack of sleep for a new mother is the toughest thing to deal with because her body is already recovering.
True.
And cluster feeding to add to it, and so many other things that she has to deal with while, this kind of pulls her back. So, how
True.
can new mothers, especially, and parents, sometimes in the case that the father is a lot more hands on, kind of deal with the sleep cycle?
So basically, see, I always tell anybody who wants to have a kid, be mentally prepared to have those turbulent nights for good almost 2 years, 2.5 years. Some days are good, some nights are good, and some nights are really bad. But you should have a mental preparation. Okay, I know what to expect. When you do not know what to expect, you have false expectations, and there comes a lot of frustration with it. And that is when you start taking shortcuts. So, to start with, be better prepared and better informed. Second thing, like in the chapter of breastfeeding, I talk about this very important feature. First 45 days is when the cycle, breastfeeding cycle, is getting established. And yes, it takes time, sometimes 3 to 4 months as well. Prolactin, the hormone which is responsible for milk production, peaks in the night. There are so many people who fall for these problems. They are, taking care of the baby the whole day, and in the night they would want to sleep, and they introduce formula. Probably for 1 or 2 mothers it worked fine, and then she's, saying, "Arey, ye to bahut acha tarika hai." But for most of them, the milk production will dwindle gradually, because the prolactin needs nighttime signals, reinforcement, nipple stimulation. The baby has to feed in the night to as to so as to produce enough milk in coming days. So what happens, there is a way to get your sleeps during this first 45 days, or first 2 months, I would say. You sleep early morning some hours, you sleep whenever in the daytime your baby is taking a nap. This is the reason why babies get up probably more in the night, because nature made them this way. In the night they need more, they wake up more, they need your breast more to pacify themselves. In the process, they're increasing your milk output in the coming days. But yes, early morning, evenings, or probably daytime, whenever, like, we have this very good ritual, no, malish karo, nehlao, and sulado, after which baby sleeps for a long duration. That is when you also sleep along with your child. So there are ways to, maneuver through this different difficult phase, and I do talk about this also in the book. But yes, make sure that you are not frustrated, or you are mentally prepared that this is what I have to go through. I need all the support in the daytime and in the nighttime, but not compromising my child's or my health. See, in the long term, once you've established your breastfeeding, after 40 to 45 days, child would start giving you long nights. They also themselves start sleeping. They have a circadian rhythm by 2 3 months, and they start sleeping 4 hours, 5 hours stretch in the night. This is when the mama would also sleep along. She doesn't need to get up to feed their child every 2 hours in the night now. So the times will change, but yes, you should go and support your baby and your body's physiology. The more you move away from the nature or your baby's physiology, more problems you get in future. So yeah, the book talks about that also. It is difficult, but with support, with, right division of labor between you, your partner, and rest of the family, I think you can manage it. There are some difficult days, but then at the end of those, sleep regression phases, like, these days also both my daughters are not well. Last night I slept at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I've been working, and I'm with you. But what do I feel at the end of the day? Oh my God, मैंने ये भी कर लिया. I'm so strong. So this is your way of maneuvering through the difficult days. But yes, good days will also come. So be patient.
Right. The other thing I want to talk about are the many, many products in the market. They promise a lot of things, that they're good for the child, they're organic, they're natural, they're non-toxic. But a lot of it is also smart marketing. For example,
True.
you also talk about how fragrance is not needed in any product for the child. But,
For me also. But yes,
exactly.
specifically for the child, yes.
So, how can one, especially a new mother, especially new parents, identify and understand smart consumerism versus how the marketing is attracting them?
So I always tell it is risk versus benefit. Any new thing in the market came because there was a need for it. That's why the manufacturers or people who made it, producers, did some R&D and D and made it, and obviously some people need it, so they will buy it. Do not buy anything only because a friend or family, someone XYZ is using that product. Does your child, you or your baby, सच में चाहिए क्या, need it, then you can obviously go and buy and then read the label really well. If there are any obvious these toxins, BPA, phthalates, fragrance, parfum, ये सब चीजें हैं, तो will stay away from them. But try to stay as natural as possible. Like first 1 month, we say, even if you do not use anything on baby's skin, the baby's skin will do fine. After first month, you can start using gentle some wash head to toe and then one moisturizer if need be, or only if if only coconut oil massage is enough for your child, the skin feels fine, you stay away from the moisturizer also. If the baby has atopic dermatitis, there's some dry skin, some issues, the doctor will also advise use this moisturizer some three times a day also. That is a different story. But for most of the babies, use as less products as needed. Now see, machhar bahut hai, so there will come a time when you might need to use those mosquito patches also. If your child has sensitive skin, you are on the beach all the day, you might use sunscreen also 6 months onwards, not before that. So we have set guidelines, and you're not a doctor, you do not know. These days doctors are there on social media giving you a lot of gyan. Even in the OPDs, you ask very generic questions and doctors do answer them. But overall, even if you do not have doctor on this thing for every question and answer, always remember, does always think on those lines, question yourself, sach mein chahiye kya. Like I'll give one example. Walker was a trend like anything. When I had my elder daughter 7.5 years back, the first gift they would want to give was walker. बच्चा पैदा हो गया तो walker दे दो. But in today's date, like it's been 2-3 years that I'm making these videos on social media. I made a video on walkers also कि भाई वो तो developmentally supportive ही नहीं है. वो why so much हल्ला over walker. They don't make your kid walk faster. So there are some things which we as doctors have spoken up about कि ये सच में नहीं चाहिए. But other products like नहाना अलग से, shampoo, head to toe wash, and then this moisturizer, face cream, neck cream. No, your child doesn't need so much. Only specific few kids, some might have some diaper rash. There's this one more thing which I really find no reason for. Diaper rash creams these days say you put a diaper rash cream before every diaper use. Even if the skin is fine, why should I put any chemical on my baby's skin when it is fine and doing well? So no, always question yourself, सच में चाहिए क्या? Is there a reason? Can you do without it? If the baby really needs it, then you go ahead. Otherwise, please refrain from buying random stuff. Anyway, having a child and raising a child is very expensive these days. So save your resources.
Again, one thing that you've addressed, and how it used to be in the earlier times to how it is now, where doctors say that do not give sugar to your child till the age of 2. So when it comes to the consumption of salt and sugar and how it should be given to the child, what has changed? What does research say now?
So basically, seeing the rise in obesity, metabolic syndrome, diabetes, hypertension, there were small multiple studies which say that your baby can do very well without added salt and sugar to their diet. So one thing which बाल की खाल उतारने वाली जो बात होती है, which social media always does, is they saying कि हर चीज without salt, that is sodium chloride, or without sugar, which is glucose molecule, we can't survive. And that is absolutely right. But the thing is, which we need to understand, first 2 years when we curtail sugar, added sugar, and salt till first birthday, because Indian diet has salt in it, and we say first birthday ke baad child should be on family pot. So if the baby is on family pot, some salt would be put in it, which is okay. First birthday tak they really do not need added salt to their diet, which means the dairy, the nuts and seeds, or probably dahi, paneer, chach, maa ka doodh, formula, whatever they're consuming has salt in it. Sodium chloride is already there, which will make up for the needs till first birthday. For sugar, natural sugars, we're not saying don't give fruits and veggies, unme bhi sugar hoga. चावल भी कार्ब है, उसमें भी शुगर है. So the body will break all these things down into sugar molecules and then consume it. That is how our body gets energy and functions on it. But the thing is, when we restrict added salt, added sugar in first 2 years of life, my child develops a taste which is not very mast meetha, mast namkeen wala taste. And probably in future they can make wise choices when offered a lot of junk food. What
Mm-hmm.
happens once they start consuming, देर इज नो कंज्यूमिंग स्वीट्स, चाहे वो बहुत आपने हर चावल में भी चीनी डाल दिया, आपने घर में जो नॉर्मल खाना बनाया था उसमें भी चीनी डाल दिया, एंड यू सी this baby likes, and there will come low intake days, there will come good food intake days. Whenever there comes a low intake day, we will think कि पेट भरने के लिए चीनी डाल दो, पेट भरने के लिए बिस्किट खिला दो, पेट भरने के लिए चॉकलेट दे दो, कुछ तो जाएगा बच्चे के अंदर, विच यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड इन योर हाउस ऑल्सो एंड वी सी इन ओपीडी
Hmm.
ऑल्सो. बीमार है, कुछ नहीं खा रहा था, मैम मैगी खिला दिया, कुछ तो खाया था, कुछ तो पेट में गया. सो ये चीज ना हो, और आपका बच्चा बड़े होके वाइज चॉइसेस करे कि इवन व्हेन दे विल गो टू स्कूल ऑल्सो, दे विल बी एक्सपोज टू बर्थडे पार्टीज ऑल्सो एंड वॉट नॉट. दे विल नॉट कीप ऑन क्रेविंग जंक फूड, दे वुड रादर enjoy their household cooked neutral taste wala khana also. That is the main maksad, or reason behind we say please curtail sugar and all those things in formative years. और first 1000 days का nutrition important होता है, हम बोलते हैं वो नींव रख रहा है पूरा फ्यूचर के लिए, मेरा बच्चा क्या खाएगा नहीं खाएगा. So 1000 days, first pregnancy, first 2 years, a total 1000 days. That is why we say please avoid as much as you
Hmm.
can sugar and salt in first year, so that they make wise choices in future. So basically, I think in today's date and time, you will find people speaking for and against for anything and everything which comes. The studies also
Hmm.
will say ye galat hai or ye sahi hai. What clicks with you as a parent, you follow that, because fine, at the end of the day, it is your decision, your baby, and your baby's health. So I think that is my message. I've also mentioned in the book about lactose intolerant kids who do not consume dairy at all. There sometimes we as doctors we advise कि you can start putting in thoda salt in the diet, because there if they're not taking any dairy, no formula, and they're totally on नॉर्मल कार्ब वाला डाइट या
Hmm.
प्रोटीन भी कुछ खाएंगे, वहां पर फिर सॉल्ट इनटेक पूरा नहीं हो पाता है जो पूरे दिन की जरूरत है. बट अदरवाइज दिस इज अ वेरी स्मॉल सबसेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी जो कि डेयरी ही नहीं ले रहा है बिल्कुल भी.
Hmm.
रेस्ट ऑफ द किड्स हु आर ईटिंग एवरीथिंग नॉर्मल, दाल चावल दही पनीर छाछ लस्सी, they can do without it easily.
Hmm. The other thing I wanted to talk about, children are prone to infections, of how their digestive system reacts, or sometimes they suffer from constipation, and
Oh, very common these days, yeah.
yeah, and the doctors also don't really give medicines, because you can't give medicines to a child so small, and the family tends to rely on ghar ke nuskhe. How dependable are ghar ke nuskhe, and what would you say as a doctor?
So first 6 months, you need to know the physiology of your baby. First 6 months, when your baby is not pooping for a number of days at a stretch, that is normal. So you can't treat normal. You get me? जो बीमारी है उसको ठीक कर सकते हैं, ठीक को ठीक कैसे कर सकते हैं. So first 6 months, everybody needs to understand, even if the baby is not pooping for 5 to 6 days, or if the baby is pooping 5 times a day, but the poop is well formed, we are absolutely fine with it. Now 6 month onwards, once the solids or upar ka khana is introduced, there I guess there is it is not always what you gave wrong, rather it is what you gave, how you gave, and how gut reacted to this particular food, that the baby might land up in constipation, or diarrhea. And then, yes, a number of infections are also, put inside when they start eating solids, but it is part and parcel of development of gut and overall immunity. So, 6 months से छोटे बच्चे को तो we don't say no घुट्टी, no घर के नुस्खे, because they really don't need treatment. They're pooping soft. Even if they poop after 10 days, we are fine with it. Yes, because of formula, introduction of formula, we do see constipation even in small babies these days. And I'm telling you, it is very difficult for us to treat because we don't want to give medicines, but we have to sometimes. Ghar ke nuske there also can be very dangerous. Like I recently shared this, incident or a case, I would say, in one of my videos. 3-month-old child just not, having bad green poop, diarrhea, breastfed bacha, and I couldn't find a reason, couldn't treat it with probiotics and zinc and what all other medicines we give. Finally, the mother said that she's been giving harad and jaifal to the baby because of the weather, or just to make sure कि baby is pooping every day. They just can't accept कि जैसे हम adults दिन में एक बार potty करते हैं, वो 3 महीने के बच्चे को भी रोज करना ही चाहिए. They can't go without pooping. But that is a wrong approach. So you first thing is you need to know 6 months से छोटा बच्चा really do not need your ghar ka nuska. Most likely the baby is normal. Even if not, you need to get in touch with the doctor because it is a dangerous zone. You don't self treat a small baby. Now 6th month onwards, we say you can introduce thoda spices. So all these spices, ajwain, jeera, or जो हमारे इंडियन डाइट में है, gradually we introduce these things and they are all carminative, so they will help gut का microbiome maturation. And some of them, like खाने भी हम onion, garlic डालते हैं, potato use करते हैं, they are all prebiotics, so they will be supportive. But even then sometimes kids do land up in constipation for some reason. Mostly it is either excess of milk in the diet or lack of fiber. So hydration, yes, is important for a small baby also, but mostly we have to add extra fiber to their diet. And that is why we stress a lot on fruits and vegetable or dry fruits like figs and prunes introduction. So 6 month onwards, you can introduce all these things. And we say in the whole day, at least half of whatever you've given in the whole day should be fruits and veggies, food group, so that they don't land up in constipation. But after that, sometimes doctor medicates your child if it is too much. Sometimes only with dietary modification we can take care of these things. Sometimes gentle introduction as they grow with their food charts, introduction of some spice or something which you can say ghar ka nuska hai. We are fine with that also if the baby tolerates, but not in a small baby. So it's a mix of everything. And I have really no study to quote here, but yes, we see a lot of constipation these days, even when the parent or the mother is doing absolutely fine, going by the book,
Right.
सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा था, फिर भी constipation हो जाता है. I don't know what dysbiosis is happening in छोटे बच्चों का tummy, but yes, the problem is there. I agree.
Doctor, as I wrap this, I just want to say that, usually doctors say that postpartum lasts for 2 years. But for a new mother who's starting her journey today, those 2 years look very long. And while you've literally addressed every aspect in the book of how all the cycles would work, from sleep cycle to, transitioning to solids, to how the growth and development of the baby will happen, your message to a mother who's in that phase right now?
So I'll tell this new mother two things. See, first thing, whenever you are in a fix and you feel overwhelmed, take a break. Okay? 2 hours, your baby can do very well without you, even if it's a 5-day-old baby. Just leave this baby with somebody you trust with your life. Okay? And get out of the house, probably into a balcony, a coffee shop, just a drive with your husband, but clear your head. Everything is not riding on your two shoulders. ठीक है? Even if you take a break, it is perfectly fine, and please do take that break if you need it. Second thing, whenever you feel कि it is too much for me and I really can't think about 2 years, ये तो मेरे से 2 दिन नहीं कटेंगे. This too shall pass. If it is a very beautiful moment in these 2 years, this too shall pass. So please live it to the fullest. You are making memories. I think I have put this up in the book also somewhere. Memories in making करके, I think there's this chapter on
Yes,
milestones.
you have.
हाँ, याद आया मुझे. And if it is a very bad phase, very bad night when you don't know what is wrong with this baby, why is he crying all the time? This too shall pass. The next night is not going to be the same. Okay. You will have your doctor, you'll have me, you'll have your best friend, you'll have your mummy, your mother in love. I say mother in love and not mother in law. But yeah, you have a lot of support. Okay. Just seek out
Right.
help. You are not alone. So always remember, or probably write it somewhere. I did it in my diary. This too shall pass. No 2 days are the same, whether they're good or bad, live it to the fullest. So that next day you feel like a warrior or you feel very happy, both ways.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking to us on India Today and sharing such wonderful tips in this book. I hope this really comes in very handy to a lot of new mothers, and it's been a wonderful conversation with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sesha. Thank you.
Thank you.